everybody, this is Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I'm going to share with you some fun ideas, some planner setups, and if you watch the rest of the project videos for this month, you'll see more planner setups, journaling setups, some fun creative ideas using all of the kits and collections. All of the kits from the Snow Day collection, I should say that way. And again, all of these ideas, you don't necessarily have to have this kit or that kit from the collection to do these ideas. I hope that you can take these ideas that I share and just use them as inspiration in whatever application you want to use or whatever you have in your stash. So I'm going to share a kind of a couple of fun layouts that planner layouts that I did, and this is using the planner kit. And I have my A5 inserts, and I have set them up, and kind of the artwork is absolutely adorable. This is by Lanús Pots, and the little snow critters, I love them. I love the little cooking and baking theme that's woven throughout, along with all of the snow and the cold, the quotes about cold and this time of year is so fun. But we have this great washi tape that has a kitchen scene in it with the little critters. I think that's cute. But what I did is I stamped my headers on these sections. I added just a couple little stickers using the clear pet stickers. And again, you see the great little critters in there with kind of all the little cozy fun stuff. And then the kit also comes with two adhesive pockets. There is a small and a large. And the larger one, I took a piece of the pattern paper from the kit, and it's nice and heavy. And this one doesn't have a real heavy pattern on it. So I thought that worked really well to layer this particular pocket over it. It worked really, really well with that background. And this gives me a chance, I can just tuck in a couple of the sticker sheets and it's good to go. I have one of the die cuts I added here, one of the little tab die cuts, and then you can see I can always add the small pocket on the other side if I want to. I could attach my sticky notes on the other side. So there's a lot of ways that I can use this pocket. It just makes it very nice and convenient to have that right in my planner setup. I had a couple little icons from the sticker sheets that I added in there. And this kit also comes with this really cute pen case, and that's got our little guy with his scarf on there and his little journal or his little notebook. And then you also get a Cocoa Daisy pen this month. It has the daisy on top. It's got the beautiful iridescent crystals and the little snowflake pattern. And you can get in these pen cases, I think I counted at one time, depending on the width of your pens and how big they are, you can get up to almost 5 pens in here. Pens or markers, highlighters, they all fit in there. And it's nice because it protects them. So if you have one of our pouches as well, you can throw this in the pouch. And speaking of pouches, I'm going to share this with you right now because it's a new design and I love this. So this little charm is from the stationery kit, which you will see later, but it has a little elastic band, and we made this a little bit larger so that if you have a large fountain pen, it will fit, or if you have a larger marker, that will fit in there as well. But in the front pocket, so you can tuck, it will fit our larger stickers. You can fit a little notebook in here. Trying to think of what else I showed. You can even put this in the front if you want to, if you don't want to put it inside. So there's a lot that you can tuck in that front little pocket. But then it also has your regular zipper pouch as well. And then what is even super cool is it has the elastic band around the back, so you can loop this around your notebook or your planner and it's all together. You grab your planner and you go and you have everything together. Isn't that cute? I love how that turned out. It has the cute little blue plaid, perfect for the winter cooler months. So that is the pouch that we had this month as well. So then I took basically your same pieces and elements with, let me scooch some of this out of the way, and I'll make sure that I've got that in focus. There we go. With our classic vertical inserts. So if you like our classic vertical inserts, or you have what would be like a happy planner or some sort of planning system that has a vertical layout. That's what this is. And I always like to show you examples of this because I like to show you how you can take those sections and break them up, because you may not have a lot of planning. You may not have a lot, you may not need all of those sections just for planning. You can use some of them for journaling, which is what I did here. You can use it as meal prep. And I thought this was so cute. And it's my little stamping card. So if you wanted to, at the beginning of your month, you could attach that. I just used a piece of washi tape, and then it's in there and it's handy and you don't have to look for it, but you can use that for your stamp colors, your ink colors. If you want to do whatever fountain pen colors you're using, you can do that on the little card, and then you have that and it's in there right tucked in your planner, which I thought was really kind of cute. And then it adds a little decoration to it as well. I have some die cuts on here. And then I used the alpha stickers just to highlight some things. I love the red and the blue mixed together with the other softer blues and greens with this. I thought that was really pretty. So I have planning here. And then I thought it would be neat this section to do daily memories. So you could write down a gratitude or something, or just jot down a memory of that day. Something special, a sight, sound, smell. You could do the senses, anything like that, just in this section. And I thought that was really kind of fun. And then meal plan down here below. And then just to kind of add something else, I printed out a recipe, because we do have kind of that baking cooking theme going throughout, and a lot of people are baking this time of year. I added a recipe on here, and I thought, especially if you like to keep your inserts or your planners when you're done with them, it's kind of neat to tuck little memories or keepsakes in them as well. And I thought that would be kind of fun. This is something that my mother makes every single year that is always a favorite of ours. We pronounce it now. Remember, this is many generations removed Dutch. I'm pretty much all Dutch. That's my whole background. So I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but the way we've always been told is it's called banquet. So that's how we say it. Those of you who know better, let me know how better to pronounce it. But that's the way we've always done it. But I really like how this turned out. I used the little round date stickers at the top there, and then just kind of divided it up just to kind of cut all that vertical down a little bit. I divided it up with some washi tape. So that's a look at a couple of fun ways that you can use the items from the planner kit, either in a vertical spread like this or with ring-bound inserts. Let's take another look at a way of using the items in one of the kits for a daily setup. So you could either use this for journaling each day or for planning. I've got it set up as kind of like a planner spread. So each day is kind of got to-do lists and so on. But I think, so there's two challenges that I was trying to address here. First challenge is sometimes you'll look at, if you're using a notebook that is set up like this one, this is our standard size notebook, and there seems to be a lot of room. You don't have, if you're using it for a day, each page is a day. And some days you just don't have a lot going on, right? Sometimes you don't have a lot going on. Sometimes you really want to use a lot of the stickers. Or there's leftover bits that you want to use up. You're getting toward the end of the month and you want to use up some more of those items. You want to play. You maybe want to just kind of be more artistic and crafty rather than have a lot of journaling. So whether you're journaling each day or you're planning each day, those are some of the challenges that you run into or some of the things that you may want to try and do. So I was like, okay, how do I address that? Because sometimes adding a lot of artwork to a page can be a little intimidating because you worry it's going to look messy or junky or, not cohesive, right? So we have that. The other thing that I wanted to try and address is if you have a lot of washi tape that you love, or if you're getting this is with the journaling kit. So this spread was done with the journaling kit. Or if you have basically like washi strips, like the journaling kit has all of these washi strips. You can do that with the washi strips. You could cut washi strips from these patterned sticker sheets as well. These are whole sheets. You could cut it from there. You could even create that with patterned paper if you wanted to. Okay, so what do you do with those? So what I did down the middle, and I saw an example of this and I thought it was just absolutely brilliant. And I thought it worked really well with the journaling kit because it does have all of those little washi strips. So one way to make little, take up space, I guess, if you don't have a lot going on, is down the middle to run either a larger grouping of art. So you could take rub-ons, you could take other stickers and make a large grouping of art down the middle. Or you can do what I did here, and that is run strips of washi tape or the washi strip stickers and layer them all together. And because you're layering them this way and you're using different scales, some have stripes, some are a smaller scale, there's a little dot, there's a snowflake, and then you have the larger patterns, it will all work together as long as you intersperse those different size patterns, right? So now you've filled up a greater amount of space. So it makes it a little bit easier. It doesn't look like your daily spread is lacking anything. And then you can just add your journaling or your to-do list kind of around it. So I added the day and the date on each one. And then I broke it up further by adding large alpha stickers. So that is another way to kind of use up some space, add some color, add, to me, fonts and alphas are art. It's always been something I love. And so adding those in there adds just another bit of artwork to what you've got going on here. And it helps divide it up, fill that space, and make it all cohesive again because you're repeating it as well. So I've got the little coffee break here. I've got journaling day. So you can break that up. You've added this at the top. You've added your stickers in the middle. Now go in and just fill in the holes a little bit. Start with a little and then layer as you go. And then you'll know when to stop. You'll be like, okay, that's enough. And so I've got some rub-ons on here. The rub-ons are fantastic because you can put them right over top of other stickers in that and they'll rub right over it and lay down. This is one of the vellum stickers that I have here. And it filled in the space. It left room for my journaling or my list making or my to-do list, but it still looks cohesive. It was a lot of fun to do. So I felt artsy and craftsy with it. I felt like I was using a lot of my product. And it turned out really, really cute. I love how the spread turned out. So start looking at your supplies in a way that if you want to layer and you want to add a lot to, you can, especially if you have those days that you don't have a lot that you're going to write in there. Make it more about the fun art then. on those days as opposed to your journaling or your to-do list. Sometimes it's fun just to use the art and have fun with it. I've been having a lot of fun the last, let's see, I think I've done September and November. I did this kind of spread. They had doodles along the bottom. This one I did without the doodles, but again, I had fun taking a spread. This is the A5 size notebook, and creating a weekly layout on here that is vertical oriented. And then just kind of filling it in. And I've had a lot of fun doing this. So you may see me continue to do this because this is not how I normally plan. So it's a fun challenge for me. So I enjoy this a lot. And I love how because your basic background is there's not anything there. Yes, you have the cute artwork kind of around the top and the edges, but then you get to fill in the entire inside however you want. And I like that challenge. I like that, like, okay, I'm going to fill in this space, make it cohesive, and create a weekly spread that is all my own. So I am using the Deluxe journaling kit, and it comes with this adorable little stamp set. And so when I started, I broke it down into those sections. I kind of have like a little notes section here, and then I have Monday through Sunday. I used the vellum stickers for the days and the dates, and then I just drew my lines, and then I just kind of went from there. I started filling in. I added a rub-on here, and here, and here, and then I added the December rub-on. And then I was like, okay, so I want to add what's going on. So, but I knew I didn't have a lot that I was going to put in there. So I added some sayings on here. I added some more little artwork, and then I broke it up. And if you saw my video showing what I did with the journaling kit, I talked about how you can fill in space with some of the washi tape and the washi strips. And I think that's really, really fun. And so I did just a little bit of that here to fill in that space. There was an appointments rub-on. I added that on the side. And then when I was looking at the sticky note, I was like, there's 3 sections here. You could totally cut this up and create 3 smaller sticky notes. So that's what I did here. So I have 2 of them on here, and then I just layered them with a piece of washi. So I have the washi tape that I did here. This I actually cut from the bottom of the full washi sticker sheet. So I turned that into a piece of washi tape. And again, if you repeat things, then it will continue to make it look cohesive. So I have the little bit of washi tape layered behind the cut up sticky note. And then I added some die cuts on top, some more stickers. I stamped the "This is my happy place" from the stamp set on here. And then added in, of course, to fill in some of that space and add some more color. A little bit of boldness. I love this font. This is one of my absolute favorite fonts to use on the stickers for the alphas. I have coffee date. I have birthday on there because, yes, it is my birthday on the 7th. And I'm going to be 55, and I am okay with it. I am totally okay with being 55. Better than the alternative. And then I just added in my to-dos in there. I thought the little weekend little rub-on was kind of cute, kind of tied that in with that little guy there, added the little tab, and that's it. And I think it turned out really, really cute. This was a little rub-on. This was one of the vellum stickers that's in here. And you can cut these apart. So the Enjoy the Snug Life was part of this sticker. You don't have to use the stickers. You can cut the sayings and the stickers apart if they're not connected. So like the little bear, you don't have to use him with the saying. You can cut those apart. Same thing here. And that's what I did with this one, because I just wanted this little saying to go with this image. which was, is that a rub-on? Yes, that's a rub-on. I couldn't tell if that was a rub-on if it was part of the paper. That's the beauty of rub-ons, right? They blend right in. And then I added just a couple more little rub-ons and stickers, and that's it. And I think it turned out really, really cute. It's a great spread. It's a great layout. There's fun art in it. You could break it up and have along the bottom, you could have some gratitudes. You could add a tip in there. The kit does come with the great little journaling prompts card. You could use that as well. But that is what I did for my spread using the Deluxe journaling kit.